Melissa. I have got laid out today 2 beautiful sets. This is Underground Magic, which they re-released, which I was so happy. But these are from 2020, which are from the original release. This is London Calling, which is an older set, which is also from 2020. I was looking at the lot numbers on them. So these didn't want to come out and play, but I made them. So we'll see how they go on. And this one came out just perfect, so we'll see how they go on. And I'm going to put this over top of this, and I know you're probably thinking, what? But I've seen a mani with it, and it looked beautiful, so I had to try it. I've already pulled out the 2 big thumbs and put them in these, and you're like, what? And I'm like, this is how I do my toes. I can get a petty out of 2 of the big thumb. If you've not caught any of my pedicure videos, go and look them up, and it shows how to cut the strip to get a foot out of each strip. I don't have little feet, guys. They're average size feet, size 8s. So it's just the trick in cutting the strip. Works for pretty much everybody. We did it in my Facebook group. I sent out little packs like that to folks, and they tried it, and it works. And so I keep all the big strips, particularly solids, and then like glitter, shoot, talk, Melissa, words. These like solid glitters, if that's the glitter solids, just things like that. But these still, you could use them, the ombres and stuff. So I always keep those like that. Art sets it just depends on how they're laid out. You know, if they're a close together pattern, then yeah, I'll keep those too. All right, so I do not have any peely base, obviously, or anything on. Just going for these. Going to be on for a few days. Hoping that I love it, and I have not emptied my trash. We're still in the game, y'all. Still in the game to see how far back we can go. If you see me and I have on the same shirt, I do not wear this shirt all the time. It usually means that I have recorded a few videos in one day. So these are kind of sheer. So this is the same day that I said that I had to go to the doctor's office. They see it do the twist. That's what I always say. It does the twist. That I had to go to the doctor's office. I did have on Pilly Base earlier on a set, and I lifted the Pilly Base plumb up. Yes, I did. But this is the set after that. And so yes, I still do have to go to the doctor. This is just later. It'll be later on posted probably after that. But anyway, so no, I do not wear this shirt all the time, if that's what you're thinking, if you see this in more than one. So I do have other clothes. It just means I did more than one video in a day. Oh goodness, maybe I should just say, hey, I need to change my shirt in between doing a video, but there you go. I'm just not that savvy when it comes to stuff, so I just happened to think, you know, I did like 2 or 3 videos wearing this shirt, so maybe I should say something before people start to think that either I live in it or it's the only shirt I own. So, let's see. I was trying to think what I could talk about because, you know, I just talked to you just a few minutes ago. But I don't know. I'm never at a loss for words. It seems like I ramble on like some little thing you pull out the cord and it just keeps on going. Can we take a moment just to appreciate that Color Street in 2020 was just freaking amazing? I mean, look at this. You know what? I was so silly and didn't buy any when they re-released this, and realized that when I pulled this out of my beloved stash over here in my drawer, that I only have 4 left. What? I almost was like, I don't want to do this. But then I realized how pretty this mani looks, and I wanted to try it. And it was seriously between, oh, come here. Do not stick to my desk. It was between this one, London Calling, or that Cranapple Spritz. And y'all know that I'm a solid girl living in a glitter world. So I decided to go with the London Calling and save that Cranapple for a little closer to Christmas. So I thought I'm going to go with the London Calling. So if you're watching, and you're new, I would love to have you here. I'd love for you to subscribe. I've made it to 100, slowly trickling up into the 106 or 7-ish numbers. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to. And you don't have to, you don't have to hit those notification ones, because I know I have a lot of channels that I follow, not just nails, because I'm a big true crime junkie. I have probably more true crime people that I follow than nails, to be honest. That's not a bad thing or anything. It's just that is where my heart lies. So I keep up with all of the, I have a few old cases I follow, and then, whoa, baby, don't do that. Some of the old ones will want to do this right here. So sometimes you have to be a little bit careful, of which I'm usually not. I just want to take them off. So yeah, some of the older cases that I follow, that I've followed now for a couple of them, the children have been missing for almost 2 years. One of them, they are actively right now plowing up some land that is really close to the family's house out in Idaho. One of the children lives really close to me, within 30 minutes of me. And so I keep up with their cases on YouTube here, on a few platforms that are reputable, let's put it that way. And so, yeah, I don't always have my notifications on for all of them, because I'd be bombarded every morning. So I just go and, the ones that I want to get notifications from, I do. And then the others I go in and, we'll just catch up when I want to. So, but yeah, still love it if you subscribe. And then you can watch at your leisure. I think I'm going to have to get a new nail file, guys. Gonna have to break down and get me a new one. Like I said, I got a doctor's appointment today. I may have to stop by Ulta on the way home. If I can talk my husband into it. She's pretty easygoing, so he's not here right now to make noise. Holy cow. But the dogs are, so, if there's a delivery, that's always possible. I just love the feeling of stretching that strip out and having no cleanup, guys. This is just the best feeling. Oh my gosh. And having I love Pilly Base, don't get me wrong. I do. I love me some Pilly Base when I'm going to be doing a quick switcheroo. I even wore the Pilly to my granddaughter's birthday parties and stuff, and it did not come off. I wore it all day and didn't take it off till like late that night. And I took it off. Like, it probably would have stayed on. But, I just love the feeling of being able to stretch that strip out over my nail. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness. I've had static cling issues today with all these little pesky things. My goodness, these are so pretty. So I started using, it's been almost 3 years, right over the turn into the new year. It was right about the time that I started using Color Street. So 5 sets from 2020. I was actively buying in 2020. So, I was buying in 2020. So pretty. I think I'm trying to think of what the first set, I don't even know. I know the first set I ever put on was Made in Milan. That was the first set I ever wore. and I found my old very first application of it, and I giggled a little bit because we all know that nothing goes on perfect the first time that you wear it, and that is to be expected. So when you see us all applying these and messing them up, you know that we've put on hundreds of sets and we still mess them up. So you should not feel bad or anything when you get twosies and try them and you have them all over the place, because look at me, I do it all the time. Y'all know I do. I'm like, that's crooked. Well, that's crooked. Well, I got that over there, and you know, it happens and it's no big deal. That's why there's more strips in the pack. So, I did wear Made in Milan, and my nails were very, very short. And I had it all over here. I don't even think I cleaned it up. Like, I look back on it now and I think, did you even clean that up, Melissa? But I was so proud of it. Like, I was just so proud. And I look back on that now and I think, I know why I picked that, because it was it's a beautiful set. I wore it not long ago, actually. I wore it when we all had the second round of COVID. And then I was like, okay, Made Milan, I love you, but I've looked at you now for like a week on my fingers, which is, oh, there's the same thing. I love you, Made Milan, but that's a long time for me to have something on my same thing on my fingers. So usually a couple of 3 days is like, I'm like, okay, you gotta go. You know, we gotta part ways. And I'd had that on for so long. I was just like, ugh, I love you, but bye. As soon as I felt well enough to get in here and take it off, I was like, that's gotta go. So it'll be a while before I wear it again, because I don't even think I'd worn it since. I mean, I'd always loved it and had some, but I'd not put it on. So everybody probably remembers their first set. And then I remember Sakura Festival was another one that I wore in my first kind of times. I have some sets of Sakura, and I love it. It's like a favorite of mine too. I don't wear it very often because I don't like to open my sets of it. Because obviously when I was buying it back then, I didn't realize that it was going to be one of those sets that everybody loves now, you know. So, all right, let's see what this is going to do to this. I've seen the photos. Let's hope it does it justice. All right, so this is sheer, and so is this. So this is the Magic of Sheer sets. So this is going to look almost like a non-glittered Bloody Gorgeous, I think is what the effect is going to be like. That's what I'm hoping for. Don't you buckle on me. Don't you dare. It's a little bit, the strip is a little bit in need of some heat. So I'm going to use my fingers to give it that as I work it out here to the end of my nail. Oh, this is really pretty. So I'm glad I gave it this. It's like this very subtle ombre. I don't know if y'all can see it in the light. I can. I hope the pictures will do it justice whenever I get it on. Look at the time on that. They're okay. I was going to say I don't know whether to do both hands or not, but I think we'll be okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful pairing of these. Now this one's just a touch. It came out really nice where Underground Magic wanted to stick, but this one being a solid, it's just not quite as user-friendly. We all know that, right? But I like to make them be like, you're gonna do this. You just wait. You need to be nice. Do what we want you to do. A little bit of heat from your fingers. Just keep that pressure on it. A lot of times while you're bringing it out there, keep that stretch on it going. work those sides out so you don't have to come back and take care of them. There you go. Got it. There you go. You can just keep that tension on it till you get it out to the end. It's a beautiful, this is beautiful, y'all. It's, your pinkies never do it justice. We'll have to wait till you get on out to the next finger, at least. But yeah, this is gorgeous. I'm glad I picked this. Look at me, look at the difference. Underground Magic is, see, this is the kind of glitter that's beautiful, but it's too much for me. It's way too much for me. I'm the glitter that if I'm going to wear it, it's going to be real chunky, or the micro glitters. I can't do these. They're just way too much for me. This one is like this one, and like throwing shade. Those kind of glitters are just way too much. Like I might could wear it to a party, like a Halloween party or something like that, but just to put it on and wear it, I can't. It's just too much. I think it's gorgeous. I want to make sure I cover up the back of it back here, so it looks like this is one color. Keep the tension. I'm still sniffing, in case y'all think of the last video. I was really sniffing. So see, that's solid. They'll do what you want. You just gotta make them. Just gotta make them. This looks like, I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of, like a wine or something. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Something's rattling over here. So I saw that Marie was using a file on her last video that I watched. I love it. A lot of people don't like the files, but I do. I like an old file. Just I like a two-sided 100 grit on one side and 180 on the other file, and I just like it. I think, you know, it was the way that this strips were designed to be obviously, you know, removed. And I don't always, like sometimes I'll use my nail, but yeah, I do always go back and file what's left on the bottom. Eventually I'll go back and file that off. So it does work. I don't like I've never liked the crystal files. I don't know why. I just don't like them. For one, the ones that I have got, like I have bought when I first started my Facebook group, which is always linked in there if you'd like to join us over there. It's linked in the description box. I would send those out. Some people love those. They just don't last that long. I just don't like the feel of them. I would rather have a regular file. You just have to be really conscious about how you're filing and not come up over the top. File from the bottom. And, you know, because if you come up over the top, then you're going to cut into the color. So, you know, just make sure you're filing straight down, or, you know, from up underneath. That way it just takes off of the excess polish. It takes it off so nicely too. So far these are beautiful. I'm so glad I chose these. So this probably, well, this will stay on for a little while. So now that I've got that on, still ready to buckle over here. But I'm gonna be like, nope. Nope. I've got one finger, got my pointer finger underneath it, holding it out here. I'm using my thumb to get it all rubbed down. Because it's a little bit stiff, but it's okay. So I get it out here to the end of my nail. I wasn't gonna take the pressure off of it. Just keep holding it out there. So there you go. So again, you can see that I'm coming from up underneath my nail. I've actually got it underneath it. That way it doesn't come into my manicure and mess it up. This is pretty. Chocolate cherry. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if that kind of put y'all in mind of this. This is kind of what I'm thinking. Almost makes the black look brown underneath, or to me it does. But that's gorgeous. That's really pretty. So I can do this. It just kind of transforms that glitter into something very special. Okay. So this is the first time I've ever had London Calling on, but I love it, and I will definitely wear it again without the Underground Magic. Again. No buckling, no buckling. No wrinkles, no wrinkles. No wrinkles for you. We meant to watch the new Christmas Story. Did y'all know there was a new one out? Where Ralphie, if y'all are Christmas Story fans like us, there is a new Christmas Story out where Ralphie takes his family back to the old family home where the leg lamp, you know, the house with the leg lamp, he takes his family back, and all the kid cast, like Schwartz and all of them, are back as adults, and they come back to play the adult cast, which is the original kids that played them as kids. And I don't know. In a way, I'm like looking forward to seeing it, and then in a way, I'm like, how are they ever gonna do this movie justice? Like, it's so good, and I mean, I don't know how they're gonna ever like make it good enough. So I'm kind of like already setting it up to fail, you know. But the guy that played Ralphie, Peter Stanley, was like, he said, there's always been a part of Ralphie in me. And he said, I've been wanting to do this for years. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. They got all the actors to come back that played the kids, the actual kids, when they were small. I thought that was pretty cool. And so I don't know. We need to try and watch it one night this week. So maybe Chris will make it through it. He usually falls asleep in all the movies we watched. It has to be really good. Like, he didn't fall asleep in Top Gun 2. He made it through that. That was at the theaters, and trust me, it doesn't have to be at home for him to fall asleep. He'll fall asleep in the theater too. I remember one movie we took our youngest daughter to see when she was small. He fell asleep so bad, so hard. I sent him out of the theater. Like, I had to be like, you've got to leave, because people are starting to laugh at you. Like, they're really starting to laugh because you're snoring so loud. I mean, it would just like burst into these loud bouts of snoring. And I was like, leave, just go to the car, which is what he wanted to hear. I mean, I wish somebody would have sent me to the car, because I was dying. I was just like, oh my Lord. It's the worst movie ever, you know, and I was just like, what kids, you want to leave? No. Oh. But yeah, so he made it through Top Gun, and he made it through Where the Crawdads Sing too. So, but this, I don't know, it's gonna have to be really good, because he'll sit and watch the original one over and over, but you know, it takes a lot for a sequel to be as good. So here we go. Almost done, guys. Working hard on my Christmas shopping. Whoops. Don't tear it, Mail. Don't tear it. Don't rip it. These little strips probably hate to see me open them up. They're like, oh no, that's that lady that's so rough on us. That's the lady that pulls and tugs us so hard. We don't like her. Send us over to somebody else. Send us to somebody else. I think I'm at the point in my Christmas shopping where I'm not exactly sure what I've bought and what I haven't. I know I'm not done, but I've got a good start on it. But I know I've still got things to get. I need to get like more stocking things. And oh wow, that's really pretty. Gotta get more stocking stuff, and then cram you down in there. You're nowhere near finished. Nowhere near finished. And yet my oldest daughter still hasn't let me know what she wants. She's that way. She'll be out shopping like the day before we're gonna get together for Christmas, for whatever she's gonna get everybody. That's just how she rolls. She lives on, even though she's not in college, obviously she's gonna be 31 in January. She'll be out shopping, you know, the day before we get together. Keep hoping she's gonna make me a grandma one of these days soon. You know how that goes. You can't rush that. I've learned that. Like, you know, can't even say anything about it. You know, get the old like, "Hey, Mom, that's none of your business." And I know it's not, but you know, I just can't help it because Lovey's 5, and I love my babies, but I would love to have another one, and I would love to have a little boy. We have no boys. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, my family is a family of girls. We are girls, 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 girls. Like, girls gone wild in our family. My dad had 3 girls. I mean, it's just like, there are no boys. I mean, it's like a genetic thing. I'm telling you. And Chris's, his family lineage is honestly getting ready to stop. Like, there are no boys to carry it on, which is sad. I'm like, there's none. There's none. Like, if Mackenzie's children, either of them would have brought a boy, then, you know, they could have carried it on, but they weren't. And, of course, now my oldest daughter's married, so she's not a browder. And, you know, of course, I mean, Mackenzie's kids, they have their father, or they have their father's last name. I wanted them to be Browders, but you know, that wasn't my decision either. So, yeah, the whole Browder name is just about to be gone. But my oldest has said that if she, if that's my husband, it's all gonna go crazy, guys. If it goes too crazy, I will stop the video. I messaged my husband because he's coming home after work, and he's gonna go with me to the doctor. So yeah, if they go completely bonkers, I'll just say goodbye and just let it go. Let it go. Then again, it could be like a lick. I always say it could be a leaf flying across the yard. You never know with those crazy dogs in there. I know the mail is run because they've already barked at that, so it's not the mail. Okay, I'm trying to get every bit of stretch out of this so I don't have very little cleanup. Y'all see this, right? Like, how far can I stretch it before it breaks? Not much further, trust me, because it's got every bit out of it that I can. But looky there, y'all. Look at that. That is what I like, right there. That's as little as I can get right there. Little cleanup as I can get out of the thumb. And when you stretch them, you can start to feel, honestly, if you stretch them, if you start trying to stretch, you can feel when they're about to go. You can start to feel it. Like, you hear me say, okay, all right, I can feel this is about to give. You can start to feel it when it's about to give up on you. When it's saying, Melissa, hey, sister, stop stretching me that far. I can't, you're breaking my back. If the strip had a back, it'd be like, you're killing me over here. You're killing me, Smalls. If you watch Sandlot, you'll know that. You know, you're killing me. That would be what it would be saying. So after I top coat these are going to be absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So I think since I've been using the Peely base a good bit, my discoloration of my nails has improved. They've not been, I think they've been a good bit better. Because some nights I would just like leave the polish off of them. Although in a way, I hate to do that because I've always feel like my nails are stronger when I have polish on them. But I do think that the discoloration was looking better. Today I don't have anything on under them. In fact, I didn't even put nail envy on, because sometimes I do think nail envy also can add to the discoloration. Even though it's a great nail strengthener, I will always sing its praises. And it doesn't get thick in the bottle like the plumper does. But I'll still use the plumper because I think it's amazing. It's an amazing top coat. And somehow I ended up with like 3 bottles of plumper because I didn't realize I had it on the subscribe and save. And evidently it had been out of stock. And I bought a bottle. And then evidently the subscribe and save thing came in stock. And I didn't even know I had it on subscribe and save. And I ended up with like 2 bottles of it. And I had a bottle. So I've got, like, I'm in good shape on that. I do not need it anymore. So, oh my goodness, that is pretty. That is really pretty. Really, really pretty. I love the effect. I love it. Let me stand up. I'm going to turn this off anyway. That's so pretty. After I top coat those are going to be so pretty. I hope you all like them. I hope that it gives you that whole effect. That maybe you can see the shift of the colors underneath. But anyway, I'll be adding some photos of these. It's very pretty. You can see the shift of the Underground Magic in here. These are really pretty. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.